professionally done. God, I'm really good at this. All right, I'm going to address the New Jacks. Start with really Big D. Big D, how about Mickey's? Shook up. I actually had to use tools to get back in here. I was talking to one of my friends about like tools and stuff like that, and I find hammers and I find all sorts of construction tools all the time. Just gotta keep your eyes peeled. You gotta be out where that's happening. Actually, I made the hugest score. Big D, get you in a second. I made the hugest score. Someone was putting in a legal trail in National Forest, and I found all their tools. Oh God, that's good. Yeah, so I was hauling out this massive amount of tools. All hand tools, no power stuff, but really nice stuff. Probably a bunch of kids. It was probably their parents' tools. Alright, Big D. You're 24 before 24. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I say don't do it. How about just do this? Enjoying some 24s before 24. I think, here's the thing. Here's why New Jacks. Here's a lesson from somebody that's old guard. Don't drink more. Just cam up when you drink. Alright, New Jacks, let that sink in. I think you probably forgot about it by now. So, the idea is, rugby, don't drink more. Don't start consuming more and more alcohol. Just cam up when you drink. So, and this is why you won't see me drinking a whole lot of fruity bullshit. It's because that takes away from my drinking enjoyment. I mean, I'm only going to have, like one of these or two of these, right? So if I have some fruity bullshit, that takes away from like the good delicious Mickeys I plan to have. Oh, poor dog in the rain. Yeah, man, don't add to it. Here's the thing, because your body should be like a temple. It doesn't have to be a perfect one, but you should be taking good care of it. Your body should be something that you care about more than anything else. That's the other thing I mentioned in another video to a friend of mine is the body is the seat of the mind. Your body has to be a comfortable place for your mind to dwell. If your mind's uncomfortable, God, actually that might be why some people drink too much. Because their brain's uncomfortable and they're trying to make it comfortable, right? But with saucing it up. Don't go overboard. Take care of yourself. Alright, I forgot your name, and it's not intentional, but I think your name's Seth. I just met you. And Seth, if I have your name wrong, sorry, but you were talking about man card. And I know what you're talking about. I don't like the concept. I mean, like, if you change the style, perhaps, of the concept, I might like it more. But manhood means so much. But I believe manhood's important to talk about. I believe manhood means something. Your ability to fix a transmission, I think is really similar to my ability to sew a kimono. I've sewed a kimono, dude. I'm hella man. And if there was like a real man store, I'd be a sample. So there's a lot of ways to gauge manhood. Mostly I think it's about being creative, working with your hands. Men like that. Men are tactile, they like to touch. But it might be transmissions, it might be a sewing needle. I like me good fabric, man. I like me some good fabric. But But I think acting like someone's manhood's in jeopardy because of what they do. I don't think that's a good way to go about it. I remember I used to work security, and this is the thing is like, not everyone's fit for that kind of thing. And every once in a while, someone would act like a coward, because it's frightening to be attacked. And they felt that their manhood, something about they're wrong. They were like, I'm a coward. That makes me a terrible man. I'm like, no, you got scared because someone was trying to bang your head in. Some people laugh about that afterwards. Other people get the shakes. So, different people are set up for different kinds of things. Oh, and I left a comment saying something like, oh, now I have a better idea who you are after I watched the video. I didn't know who you were. And that seemed to upset you. So, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. In fact, that confuses me that it bothered you. Someone said, Earl, I have a better idea who you are. I'd be like, fuck, right on. I appreciate you taking the time to just consider it. Consider me as a person and who I am. But it's the internet. A lot of people are trollish. If you don't know somebody, you might, especially if you're a new jack, you might leap to the wrong conclusion. That's okay. That's okay as long as you behave in such a way as the right conclusion can then be reached. Oh, and as far as calling you a new jack, it's because you are a new jack. And we need more new blood in our community, so it's good that you showed up. Probably have some things to learn. Probably have some things to learn about fitting into our community. Like, it's not like we're going to teach you anything, but we can teach you how to fit into our community because we are a community. If you know what I mean. I'd say be respectful of the old guard. If you want to start picking on some people, challenging folks. I call it picking on people because you're like, if you don't accept my challenge, then I'm taking away your man card thing. That's part of what I didn't like. Stick to your tier. Interact with everybody. But if you want to muscle up on somebody, either wait till somebody like me muscles up, gives you a bump, you can bump back. That's cool. But like the Weasel, I tried to caution Weasel not to attack the old guard, and he backed off. But because it's either seen as a way to gain attention artificially, or B, you're just like you show up and act like a juvenile. You want attention, so you're gonna start knocking things over. Oh God, this isn't going as well as I thought, but it is actually it is actually what I think about it. So, might not be a very good welcome from the Earl to you. Actually, I've been watching a lot of I watch who Rugby is liking and stuff like that. And every once in a while, Rugby sends me a message like, this guy needs new subs and stuff like that, and that's been phenomenal. Rugby is an amazing resource for our community. And I appreciate the Steel Worldwide calling out some new folks is a way for the old guard to make room for and to draw attention to. That's a good way to go about it. To new people entering our community. I'm almost done. Almost done. I don't know. Any last advice for the New Jacks? Respect the Rugby. Respect the old guard. Don't get carried away. This isn't for everybody. I think it's a good idea that we're filming each other because a few people film themselves going overboard. They drink too much, either at once on a video or over a long period of time, and you could watch that have an effect on you. I think it's good to consider yourself in what you're doing, because just like being a bouncer, it's not for everybody. Joining the YouTube drinking community is not for everybody, and sometimes it takes some discipline. You know, like some people do it once a week on purpose. All right, Big D, Seth, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but trying to impart some word, drop a little wisdom on you. Might be wrong. I might be wrong. I reserve the right to always be wrong. Malt liquor.